When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set 180, block 15. Check. 180. Orange 5-4. Right over there. Yeah. Mike,
a first down throw here for Rivers. That's to right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 33 yards that time. Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Mike 20. Hey, Steve 6. Mike 20. Target.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Gets it to Gordon.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Rivers able to get this to Gordon, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Rivers to throw it. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. From the red zone now, Rivers eluding the pressure right, and his pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Mike 20. We got it. Everyone, Mike 20. 89.
To throw again. Rivers got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen there to make the grab. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
and he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Kill. Out.
Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Kill. 25. Check 25.
From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Get wide. Switch. Motion.
Hey, 31.
Check 31.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Melvin Ingram. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Black 15! We ain't giving up nothing today.
Slam.
Q. Zero. Small.
Mike 20.
Following the interception here, Rivers. Benjamin's got it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give them 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
Set. 390. Hey, go orange.
Mike 20.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 20. How you getting ahead? Everyone, Mike 20.
On 1st and 10, Rivers got Gordon open, completes it. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Mike 20. Watch the out.
To throw, Rivers. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Load it. Hey, Zoo. Buckle one.
3rd and short yardage, Rivers. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Here we go. Hey, Alpha. Mike 20. Hey, check. Mike 20. Defense wins championships, baby.
Rivers to throw for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this Texans defense stands tall. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Watson. That one goes for 24 yards. On first down, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it and picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
12. Hey, Delta.
Hey, Mike 20. I'm here all day. Mike 20.
Wait.
Here we go, Mike 20.
Rivers now after the fumble recovery. Flush to his right. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey, orbit.
Mike 20. I'm going to run you over. Here we go, Mike 20. 3
Throwing again. Rivers on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
SOS.
Hey, easy.
Mike 20.
Cluster.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
We got three.
Here's Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Set the tone, defense.
79.
No.
Switch.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
On first down, it's Watson. He's got Fuller. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Check 50. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
To throw again on second down. Watson, he completes this into the hands of Miller. 5 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
49, check 49.
Check 26.
Watson looks to throw again. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's put that team down. Hey, watch it. Me, I got him.
Again, it's Watson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Check three. Sponge. No.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
Watch out. Alert 3. Check the backer. Hey, check 24.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Alert!
To the air yet again. Watson looking in zone, but it's incomplete. Stills the intended target, and now it's second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Bang, bang. Off. Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch the curl, watch the curl. In the car.
52 is the mic right here, over there, right?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
He's checking.
Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year. Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill. No surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, that credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
Hey, easy. Go. Mike 20. Ricky. Hey, Mike 20.
Rivers on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Red. Hey, wahoo. Hey, Mike 20. Switch up.
Throwing again. Rivers. Eluding the pressure right. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. Badgley able to knock this one through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Trying to get it that time to Stills, but it'll be second down. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD. For Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right, these things mean something to you, but I don't know if they hit with the same impact as it will for a Steve Atwater. 16th year. Now, I think Steve would like somewhere to be a happy medium. Maybe the 8th year would have been a lot better. But the bottom line is, the older you get, boy, imagine the emotions running through there, the validation. Probably haven't had the applause in a long time. That's going to come back to you now. Troy Polamalu, he essentially stepped off the field and into the Hall of Fame, but it doesn't matter. Bottom line is getting there. Congratulations to all.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Check 99. Check 99. Activity 5. Squeeze, double. Check. 24. Check. Deuce. Slam. Let's go.
From the gun, here's Watson. It's caught. It's Miller. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
A gain of 6 brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
52. Watch a slant. 24 is down. He's coming. Crunch.
Hey, alert 3. Begin.
Let's go.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The former number...
24.
Third and long, it's Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, means it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Watson on first down. Open man is QT, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Watch Mike while it's shut. Get in the right room. Check 52's the Mike. Check 52's the alert. There you are.
Now it's Watson. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 43 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Red Delta! Safety's creeping. Hey, Echo. Mike 20. Coming to you, coming to you. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
To throw is Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
He's coming, double up. Hey, Rocket. Mike 20. It's a party now. It's a party now. You. Mike 20. I know he is. Wait, 89.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Trying to lay one up deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
After the interception, here's Watson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Back now in Houston. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to throw, Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Denzel Perryman able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Throwing on 3rd and long. Watson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Watson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Kill. Go. Alert. Chance.
Watson now to throw. Going deep here for Stills. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Watson. It's complete. Stills. And he gets it down to the 48. Enough for the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
52.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Check 37. Wide. Get wide. Switch.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 31.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Slam. Check 3. Hey, 59. Fresno. Hey, switch.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, 54. 54.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Delta. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Tackles.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Joey Bosa in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
He's coming. We got double up.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, Steve 6. Here we go. Hit on.
Throwing here, Rivers. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Behind.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Gordon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now, hold on a second. Why would they decline that? Charles?
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards. Minimum.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like.
Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard for your mom.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Houston Texans. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And off we go from Lambeau. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Mike, 58, right there.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Shift. Motion, check. Shift. 58, boys, 58. 58, it's Mike. Pick it up. 58.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 20.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Now 3rd and 13.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. Complete to Jones. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep for the Texans, Will Fuller. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. Miller with a 1st down and more. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Let's go. Slam, slam, slam. Rush in, rush in, rush in. No.
They keep it with Miller on 1st down. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. On 3rd down, Miller. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Check 26, check 26.
On 4th down, Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. Through an opening, and there he goes. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage. Is exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense.
Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike.
Come on.
30. Hatchet.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Mike 58.
Mike 58, right there. Hey, I'm coming.
Plant.
Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that? 58, boys. 58. 58, Mike.
On second down, it's Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Packers 7, Texans nothing.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Check three.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Check three. Sponge. No. Hey, check 24.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That complete to Lamar Miller. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
First down, Texans.
Watch out. Alert three. Check the backer. Hey, check.
A first down carry now for Miller. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
We got 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 37-yard line.
On second down, it's Miller looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. They'll run on first down. Miller. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Packers' 42-yard line.
On 2nd and 9. Watson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jair Alexander in from the corner to make the sack. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. From the 50, it's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 50 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
He's not going to get me.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Rodgers. This one complete to his running back, Jamal Williams. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. Show it up. Show it up. Check 4. Check 4. Hey, pick it up.
Out of the gun, Watson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Alert, alert. Check 24.
Check 42's the mark.
54.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Got an open man. It's QT. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So, boy, that's already the third they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
54.
Check, check. Mike 50, Mike 50.
I'm coming. Mike 31. Mike 50, Mike 50. 24. 25. Check 25.
On 2nd and 9, Watson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. With a catch made by Hopkins. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Switch. Check 31.
They're going for it. It's Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Slam. Check 3. Fresno.
Watson with a give to Miller. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
He's coming. We got double up.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
First down.
SOS. Watch the safety creep. Watch the eye. 59.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry.
Second and 10.
Rush in. To the park. Motion. 42.
Throwing on 2nd down. Watson. He completes this into the hands of Miller.
Watson's pass.
No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. Well, he's going to have the hook up to QT. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the 1st down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
Check 26.
From the red zone now, Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he coughed it up. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Watch the twist. Hey, switch gears. 36.
Again, it's Watson. It's complete. It's Miller. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Here's Watson. Open man is QT, complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and they converted a second time for 6 points.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after the field goal last
never met an offensive.
It's a foot race. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Jamal Williams, 75 yards. And the Packers have retaken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
We got this.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 65 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Check 43. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Check 52.
And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a one-score game.
Switch. Left. 36. He's crazy.
Here's Miller. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the result, instead of the chip shot to tie, they turn the ball over on downs. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game, although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 50, the 30, 20. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 97 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now it's Watson. Throw left side, complete to QT. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Whip. Watch the whip. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now Watson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check.
Watson now to throw. He's got Fuller. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Watson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Who do you want?
After the sack on 1st down, Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Watson now to throw. That's complete right around the 8. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. from the gun. Here's Watson. This is caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. From 8 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.